in the game.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Drones. Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on being second down.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle, it's Selden. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he was able to catch it and go get the first.
The Hokies have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Drones. Quickly complete. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Hokies can really attack on this second and short. Takes a handoff. It's Stewart. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're going to ride this running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's Drones. He's going to let it go. Got it! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Snagged out of the air. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Rushes on him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Second down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Virginia Tech, 7. Ohio State, 0.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Quickly complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Peoples. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Brings up second down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tate. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Stewart. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Drones. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Selden. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, a lot of space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Pocket breaking down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
It's caught. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Gets away from one, finds some space. Lowers those pads. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Touch pass on the run. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too, getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing, if I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Waning seconds in the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. One more snap coming before halftime. On the move, it's Stewart. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 17, set to kick it off.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Buys a little time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Ready, go.
On the move. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
4th down coming up.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's St. Clair. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, is becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Inside the 40. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
And the Hokies are rolling down the field. Going to the run, it's Bennett. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Now on the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Drones. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Peoples. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Makes the grab. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Got room to work. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down, it creates second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He breaks a tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Drones. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Holloway. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. On the move. The Hokies pick up the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Dropping back, it's Drones. He's got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down. Sends it downfield. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll try the run. It's a running room. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down, but not... Or they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Back to pass, it's Drones. He's going up top here late in the game. Brings it down on the right side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the pass is caught for a touchdown, and it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Donaldson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To throw, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Donaldson. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw at St. Clair. If he houses this, it's ball game. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
They'll run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Tries to force another overtime period. From the gun, again, looking for room. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. They'll try to walk it off with a long field goal here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.